Just found a new spot. This is a couple miles from the West Virginia and Virginia state line. And I saw it on this couple's YouTube video, Living Our Dream Now. They're an older couple that goes around in RVs all over the state. What is that? It's creepy looking. But yeah, got a little river crossing there. That's pretty deep right there in the middle. That is pretty deep right there in the middle. Wow. I'd say at least 2.5, 3 feet. Not taking the van through this one. If it was like right there, I could make it through, but I probably could make it through, but I'm not chancing it out here by myself. It looks like there's some more spots down that way. Nice shot up signs, always a good sign. Old boy's about to come across he's coming across the gap here. Woo! Pretty sweet. It's a DNR guy. Ooh, that looks deep. Got some dueling spots here. Huh. This is a beautiful spot. And I'll show you as I'm going back out, but the road getting down into here is very narrow. But it does seem as if there's plenty of room for a medium-sized RV or camper if once you get it down here. But coming down that hill, if there's a tree down or something, you're gonna have to back out the whole way, and it's a couple miles to get down in here. This is off of Route 28, right next to the Virginia line. So I'm about 3 miles from Virginia. Wow, this would be an awesome spot for some tubing. There's one of the other spots on the other side of the water there. But yeah, if you venture over there, this road dead ends, at least on the map, a few miles out that way, and there's no other turnoffs. So you'd be in one of those into the wild situations if you got over there and it rained a good bit and you couldn't get back across the river. Would be interesting. If this is a little bit lower, I would pop across, but it is too cold to get that wet today. But I'm glad that I came down here. I almost didn't. I almost passed it up. But now, I believe there's I thought that there was going to be more roads, but a lot of the ones that I wanted to go down were like gated up anyway and didn't look like they had been used in a while. So with this, I'm going to have to recheck the map just to make sure, but I think that I've gone over every single road in the National Forest now. Nice area. Yeah, you just whip her right on up in there. There's definitely room to back one in right here. Let's go check this out down this way. Oh shit, somebody's camping over there. Yes, sir. Super Duty made it across the water. Good to know before I started popping off rounds or something. Nice little fire pit. Now they've made it to where you can't drive down in here. I imagine they do that at places where people get stuck habitually stuck. Oh, nice deep hole to swim in. Oh, that sold me on it right there. That is a nice deep hole. You could jump in right here. You could jump in from right here. That's awesome. Wow. Definitely needs cleaned up a bit. But that is doable. And that tree could be used to play on anyway, so that's awesome. Wow. I love finding the little deep swimming holes. That one's 4 or 5 feet deep. That's what I consider deep as far as, rivers go. Check out this little foot trail here. Huh. What? I believe I'm on a hiking trail. But man, look at this. Wow. I think that I found my new favorite spot. I think. Yeah, I'm really digging this little swimming hole right here. Definitely need to clean all that crap out right there, but whoo, that's a nice place to cool off right there. I even noticed there's a little bit of sand over there. Ha, that's right, we're right there next to Virginia. We got some sandy beaches up here in the mountains. Man, that's awesome. That is awesome. Wonder if it's any deeper down here. Oh yes, it's deep right there too. It's at least 4 feet deep there. I'm getting a little bit shallower right through here. And right here would be perfect for the little kiddos. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this would be so good for like, oh my goodness, for young children inner tubing, because I mean they're very, very slow rapids and very, very shallow water. I'm gonna have a lot of fun here this summer if we can afford the $7 a gallon gas with the 12-mile-per-gallon van. Probably won't make a bunch of trips out of here, so I'd say they will be lengthy stays. So especially in that situation, you want to be somewhere beautiful like this. Definitely someplace you can dip into the water. And this is definitely someplace you can dip into the water. Oh, nice and deep right there before the... Oh, that is awesome. That down tree made like a little deep hole right here. Not too deep, only 2 or 3 feet, but that is cool. That is cool. We could take some of these rocks and build that up, dam it up so that the kids won't go flying over that on their inner tubes. Which they'd probably be fine anyway, but still, this is cool. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. This is a badass spot. Exploration never fails. And then into the deep pine forest right there. You can barely see any daylight in there. Bet you there's a bunch of mushrooms in there. And then the beginning of a new pine forest. We even have a Christmas tree. Or 100. Yeah. Yep, this is a winning spot. Winning spot for sure. That river crossing is nice. That's a really good way to isolate yourself. Typically, that's what I like to do out here because I play loud music, shoot the gun, depending on the vehicle and the weather, maybe a bit of spirited driving. And that is, that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. An amazing spot. All right. Onward. I'll show you a little bit of this road up here on my way out, because it is narrow. This right here is the widest part of it for sure. I mean, not this right here, but like that's as wide as the road gets. It is typically about a foot narrower than this, as you'll see.